Go. There it is. I like it. Happy Sunday night to all you Islanders. I hope you've had a great weekend. It was short. Was it not short this weekend? And I was off Friday, off from work. It was so short. But here we are on another Sunday night, and I am blessed and thankful that you are right here with me. Everyone, please say hello as you enter in to this community, you enter into this room for the next hour. Please say hello. Please say where you're from. The notifications just went out to all of the subscribers and all those who've rang the bell just like you. Let's see who is here tonight. I caught up on the chat just a few minutes ago before going live, and there's so many familiar faces and some new ones, but we want to say hello to those as they enter in. Let us know what you accomplished this weekend. What did you accomplish? Some of it I know will be cruise related. Some of it will not be cruise related. But what did you accomplish this weekend? Let us know as you say hello. And here we go. Bless Natty is here. Jen and Trin, both. I see side by side there. Lito Tito, Mike and Michelle from Southern Louisiana. They are here tonight. It's great to see you guys. Troy as well. Time to drop the anchor, Troy says. U.S. Army Combat Medic, thank you so much for being here. It's great to see you tonight. Sandy and Deborah. KC from Cali, the West Coast out there. A little bit earlier out there than it is, of course, here. It's dark. It has been raining all day, which is great. We haven't seen rain in weeks. We finally got some rain, some storms and lightning yesterday, overnight really into today. And now it's dark and it's chilly. A high Tuesday of 55 degrees. It's a little bit too early for 55 degrees, but that's okay. We're all here. I see Frankie is here as well. Jen, Frankie mentions that his 60th birthday is on his January cruise. Frankie, it's been great to talk to you the past week. Of course, Frankie has moved over his cruises to us with Island Time Travel, even made final payment this week on a cruise as well. So, Frankie, that is awesome. And Frankie had a question. We talked about this, using your onboard credit before you get on board. It used to be a silly question, but now several cruise lines, including Carnival, Royal Caribbean is doing the same. You can use your onboard credit before you get on board. You can pay for things like drink packages, internet packages, shore excursions. You can buy things for the spa with your onboard credit. You cannot pay for your taxes and fees. You cannot pay for gratuities, but anything in the fun shops, you can get it. You can get it. Here we go. Let's see who else is here tonight. I see Carrie is here. It is cruise week, Carrie says. I leave Thursday night. That's going to be awesome, Carrie. Great news. Sin is here as well from New York. Desiree, thank you so much, Desiree. As a matter of fact, looky here as Amanda comes into the show. Thank you, Desiree, for that first super chat. I've got to empty last week's.
Ooh.
As Amanda sneaks in here.
Fish bowl.
I know. It needs to be full of something else, right?
Fish bowls.
Yes.
Super chats isn't a bad thing.
That's not a bad thing. We dump that just below you as we say
Sure.
hello to everybody. Amanda, you haven't joined us the last week or two.
I know.
You're here now, though, as we both need to scoot over. Here we go. Come on.
Move
That's right.
He tells me, he's like, come up once you get the kids settled. And then he leaves me no room.
That never happens. The kids are never settled.
Well, they're settled-ish.
That's right. Jody Purdue, hello from Alabama. We're back from an amazing 5 days on the Ecstasy. Sure am going to miss that ship. Wasn't it nice to see, as I write down Jody's name, wasn't it nice to see all week? Jody, and we had 10 or 12 Islanders on that ship, and the content that you guys shared on our Facebook page, you sent to me personally,
love seeing those pictures.
It was amazing. The video, I mean, it was awesome. It really was. We had a great time with it all.
Yep.
And we appreciate, we know you had a good time, but we appreciate you taking your time out and working with the internet. Everyone said, hey, this internet, by the way, slam dunk, was not good. Was not good.
It's like a reoccurring theme.
It's a theme,
there.
is it not? It is a theme, but thank you so much,
Hey, Jen.
Jody. Yep. Sean, hello. Dark Rider, howdy from Bowling Green, Kentucky. Your grandpa used to drive. You have family in Bowling Green, don't you? Your grandpa used to drive there all the time. Remember?
Okay.
He did. Amber is here. I've seen Amber comment a couple things tonight, and Amber is here. Amber, you're cruising
all the time.
What's less than a month? I've got to see your T-shirts. I see I saw your post on your T-shirts, and they're the most favorite that you've ever made. So I've got to see those
check them out.
shirts.
Yeah.
Booked the sushi class for the celebration with Onboard credit today.
Hey, you should join my sushi class. It's real good.
Guys, it was bad.
Listen, I go to the store. I get all the ingredients for what would be in sushi.
Years ago.
And I'm like, oh, this is going to be a cakewalk. I got to cook the rice, roll it all up. Not the same. So I got to go to the sushi class, apparently.
It was a bust. It was years ago, years.
Yeah.
And it was one of those meals where we were kind of after the honeymoon phase where I didn't have to eat the sushi.
Oh,
and she was like,
there was no question. It was like, let's throw this in the trash and go get something to eat.
She was like, be honest with me. And I'm like,
it's bad, babe.
No, we're not eating that. Joni, it's great to see you here tonight. Thank you for that super sticker.
Oh,
and right behind Joni, Peggy, of course.
Like you said, don't show me up now.
That's exactly right. Joni, we appreciate that support with your super sticker. And then, of course, Peggy Smith with the super chat. And remember, when you send those super stickers and super chats, you can say whatever you want to say. It does pop up on our screen, very visible. If you have a question, of course, ask it. If you have a comment, of course, share it there as well. You don't have to, but it's we can see it when sometimes the chat goes faster than what we can see. We'll get those down. Amanda, we've got some big news coming up. We are on pins and needles, really. This whole trip is killing me. I'm about to cancel the whole thing.
Yeah, right.
Because we don't know. There's so much that we don't know yet.
So tell people what you're talking about.
Okay, so Amanda, Mr. Lido Tito.
Hey.
Appreciate that very much, that support, that super chat. Lido Tito says, bribe for y'all to come on the Luminosa, which is at the end of May.
I know, we're already booked on a cruise, Lido.
We need a deal. That's what I was telling Michelle. I talked to Michelle a little bit. I said, we need a deal. Maybe we'll get one. Maybe so. We'll see, though. But maybe so. That's what Becca used to say. Maybe so and maybe not. Lido Tito, thank you so much for that super chat and support. And as we have people joining, please be sure you hit that thumbs up button as people are looking for something to watch right now. There's actually several other vloggers that are wrapping up their show in the 7 o'clock hour. Maybe they're looking to stick around to watch. That's exactly right. You're exactly right. Free steakhouse, Lido Tito says. Now that's enticing right there. But we thank all of you for being here. We have a lot planned tonight. Let's talk about what we have coming up, because it's so
our upcoming cruise is a free cruise that I won, which Derek pushed really hard for me to win. Anyway, so it's a teacher cruise.
They voted for you.
They did. Thank you for the votes. Thank you.
Hey, Lori.
But Derek has no control over it. So he's going crazy. He can't pick the hotel. He can't pick the transportation. He can't pick the flights. So we're just can't
pick the room.
Yeah. We're waiting to see
check-in time.
Yep. Can't pick it. So Mr. Control Freak's having a little trouble over that.
It's more than a little. I've questioned everything. U.S. Army Combat Medic, thank you so much for that super chat.
Hey.
Airlines for 2023 cruise, Lufthansa to Barcelona. Yes, absolutely.
Nice.
Go to Barcelona. Yep.
I know. Anyway, so he's having some trouble.
I am. It's
letting go of control for that.
We were supposed to hear where our cabin is, which maybe we're going to hear during the show. And then when we do, we're going to record some content for you to get our reactions. We have a bet going. As a matter of fact, I'll ask a question here.
Okay,
we're going to do this in the comment section as well. When we find out our cabin, we're going to guess where we're going to be. Are we on deck 6, 10, 13?
They put us down there with the workers.
Probably 2. Okay, it's probably going to be 2. We don't know, and we're like one of the few that
it's a free cruise. We don't care where we are.
I know.
Okay.
But we're going to have a little bet, and whoever is closest is, of course, is going to win that bet. Whoever is furthest away is going to have to do something, some punishment for the week. I was thinking dishes. I was thinking dishes for the week.
You use a lot of dishes. I'm going to buy you some paper plates. How about that?
We are actually out of paper plates right now. We are. That's added to the Sam's list. Rich, thank you so much for that super chat. It's great to see you here tonight. Yeah. I'm getting you in. Of course,
oh, you're fine, Rich.
all of you who super chat, you will be entered in to win. We will draw at the end of the show. You'll win some Island Time swag. You get to pick out what you want. Mr. Fireball Steve won last week. I think he's decided on a hoodie.
Okay.
He messaged me actually
because he's going on that Alaskan cruise. He needs a hoodie.
Actually, we were talking. We booked a cruise for Steve, and he said, "Hey, I won last week." Amber, thank you so much for that super chat as well. Love you guys and grateful
Amber.
to be a part of the Island Time family. We are grateful to have you, Amber. You contribute so much. Your positive attitude and energy is much appreciated, and it spreads across the community. I promise you. But Fireball Steve said, I was talking to him. He said, "Hey, is a hoodie too much?" I said, "Fireball Steve, take a shot and calm down." I said, "I told you to buy you whatever you want." So I think he's decided on the hoodie. That's what we're going to get him this week. Amanda, will you make sure this thing
we got to charge the MacBook.
is plugged in?
Yes.
I plugged it in, but
it says it's plugged in.
Who knows?
Is anything happening?
There it is. Bam, magic touch. Mr. Troy, it doesn't matter where. It's a free cruise. It will be awesome.
Right.
You're right about that.
That's what
Amanda.
I've been saying, Troy.
We were driving somewhere. Was it today or yesterday?
He's like, check your email. See if you know what cabin we are. I'm like, it doesn't matter what cabin we are.
How are we getting from the airport to our hotel that's paid for?
We don't know that part yet.
No.
But we do know what hotel. I mean, that's a plus.
And it's far away from the airport.
We know the airlines.
Good evening, Will. How are we getting from Houston the morning of the cruise? So we're staying the night in Houston. The hotel's in Houston. How are we getting from there to Galveston? I know they're going to get us there. I just want to know how.
Just be patient. It's all right.
I'm not good at that.
I'm not good at you got to be more like me this cruise. You just kind of got to roll with the flow.
I know. It'll be okay. It's just, and it will be here 10 days. So we'll get there.
Yeah. He's probably going to just call us an Uber and just get us there early.
Yep. Carrie, it was Fireball Steves who won last week with his hoodie U.S. Army Combat Medic. Deanna flying to Barcelona to board the Celebrity Reflection. We've got to try Celebrity. Can we fit it next year? I don't know. We have some open spots. We have
June
next
or
summer.
July, so we're good.
And we already have November next year. Who knows? I don't know. I just booked a cruise on Norwegian Joy for 10 days in August of 2023.
There you go.
We booked someone on the Joy just this last week as well. So that will be awesome. PT, it will be great. Jen, way to go. Amanda, there's Fireball Steve.
Hey.
Again, the full court press is on, and it's a very good defense. And we have
really
7'2", 350-pound ball handlers, which means we're probably about to turn the ball over.
Okay. Nice analogy.
That's all I got. Mr. Fireball Steve in the house. Can he win again?
He can.
He's eligible. It's week by week. But can he do it?
We got quite a few in here.
That's right. Already. We appreciate that. Lito Tito, we make sure you get your photos of me and Steve in our hoodies in Alaska.
True.
I hope we're there.
We're going to have to take a photo because we won't be there.
Yep, Deanna's taking that 13-day transatlantic.
Nice.
Lito Tito says, get him, Steve. July 8th, Mardi Gras. Come on. Come see Kendall with us. We could do that. We would love to go.
Derek's a big fan of Kendall, as we know.
Absolutely. And we love the Cocoa Beach area as well. We could go and spend some time a few days before the cruise and spend some time there. We would love that. Jason's here from Milton, Florida. Just got home from work, Jason. Thank you very much for tuning in tonight. Hopefully we'll help you decompress a little bit, have some fun.
Rich says it would be cruel to give teachers a free cruise and put them near the children's area.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What if that happened? What if that happened?
It's fine. I've had to get on to kids on a cruise before. It's fine.
Don't even get me started. She will say things and I will shake my head like, you're not their mama? You ain't working here?
Wherever their mama is, they need to be right there.
Yep. I've been.
Where your mama at?
That's right.
Yeah, get you a drink.
I have to. Let's start off with some quick fire questions.
Quick fire.
Let's see here. Felix, be careful with NCL. I want a free cruise on the Encore Scavenger Hunt Veterans Day 2019.
Nice.
They extended the dates due to COVID, which was great. After a certain amount of time, they refused to honor it, Felix says. Sounds like you need to talk to someone maybe higher up the chain. Maybe they can help you out because, if it was free, you trying to go on it, you're going to spend money when you go, right? Mary, it's great to see Mary tonight.
Hey, Mary.
Thank you so much for that super chat and your support. Mary's always here every single week.
Question: has anyone ever heard of cruising ducks?
Yes.
Oh yeah, Michelle can tell you all about the ducks on the cruise.
Yep. Amanda, why don't you tell them about cruising ducks?
Yep.
Because we're new to the scene as well.
I know, yeah.
As Martin shares this,
Hey,
doing a
Martin.
side-by-side May
Nice.
2023 Carnival Celebration and Carnival Conquest.
Oh,
Martin,
Conquest. Do you remember what the Conquest was?
that was our first cruise.
Our honeymoon
okay.
cruise.
Do you remember what the cabin was?
No, psycho.
7448.
You should make that up.
No, that's what it was.
Anyway, the ducks. So people bring on ducks, and they usually write a little note on them about where the person's from that's hiding the duck. And then I hide the duck, and someone can either re-hide the duck or keep the duck. So they're just fun little scavenger hunts to look for ducks or hide ducks if you want to.
What we enjoyed really the last several cruises, because we've taken our kiddos a couple of times the last year. I knew that used to you hid the ducks, and like you said, they can find them, re-hide them. But it's fun also, to go set at a public area an hour before dinner. You're having some drinks, but you hide some ducks, and you can sit there and watch
As
people hide them, and people find them, and you see them smile and stuff like that.
The kids
so it's been
love
really
them.
cool.
So you make a kid's day with a duck.
Yep, that's exactly right. I did want to share really quick. Martin shared that he's going on a side-by-side, which, Martin, you are entered to win some Island Time swag at the end of the show because of that super chat.
Yeah.
A side-by-side, people always have questions about that. And we actually booked Carl on the side-by-side this past week. It was a Carnival ship and a Princess ship, actually.
Oh, interesting.
Going to be in January. Princess is coming to Galveston, just like everybody else is, right?
Right.
But anyway, a side-by-side, you take your first cruise. Let's say you're in Miami. You have a great time on your first cruise. That cruise comes back, and your second cruise ship is there in the port as well.
Side by side.
That's right. You get your stuff. You get off the ship. You say adios. You walk down, or maybe you ride down to a different terminal, hop on a ship. It's really neat. And some people prefer the side-by-side instead of a back-to-back because you get two ships.
That's true.
And in this case, Martin's case, you get a different
cruise line.
No, they're both Carnival, the Celebration and the Conquest.
You were talking about Carl.
Yes, Carl. But in this case, you get two different classes of ships. But it would be cool to do different cruise lines as well. Yep. Mr. Rick, let's see. Rick, let me scroll up here really quick. Did you see Rick?
Scrolling. No, I didn't see Rick. Oh, there's
Rick. There it is, my friend.
Oh, I'm glad you said
That's
something,
right.
Rick.
I'm glad you said something. So it does jump around.
On by.
Yep. Rick, thank you so much for that super chat. The new Royal Terminal has its gangways and the solar panels are almost installed. That was kind of a surprise. Royal Caribbean mentioned it at the beginning of this project, which was forever ago. It was delayed because of COVID. Rick, you're in there. But yeah, the whole facility is going to be carbon neutral.
Oh, yeah, another one there.
That's right,
Frankie.
Mr. Frankie Floyd. Frankie, of course, like I mentioned just a little bit earlier, but he's using us to book his travel. And that's right. The ducks, they're fun. And Amazon. Someone asked us further up, where can you get the ducks?
I bought a bunch of ducks off Amazon for not very much money.
It's like 50 ducks, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And that weighed down the suitcase. I remember that.
I didn't bring all the ducks. I brought a portion of the ducks and then saved some for the next cruise.
Frankie, he's entered in right there. I like it. A crew, yes, Daryl. Daryl makes a great point. The crew members love the ducks as well.
True.
They do. They take them to the room. They trade them amongst each other.
Ooh.
They take them home. They do. A
duck trade.
Yep. Amber says she hides them as well. Flat ones that are magnetic. That's interesting. It is.
Never seen them.
Yep. U.S. Army Combat Medic also won a free cruise with Celebrity, but didn't want to do a Caribbean cruise. I sold it back to Celebrity. They gave me a huge onboard credit for your next cruise. That is interesting. Carrie's hiding over 40 ducks.
Oh, wow.
40.
Right. Hey, the kids are going to be loving her.
We're going to have to auction off here, style.
How many ducks do you hide per cruise?
Has anyone hid more than 40 ducks? That is impressive. Yeah. Deanna, again.
Last cruise on the breeze, we hit about 100 ducks.
Who said that?
It was a blast.
Troy. Oh, my gosh.
Which I guess, awesome. Like, amongst a family, that might be reasonable.
It is.
Lori.
It is. There's Lori. Look at there. super sticker. Lori, it's great to see you tonight. Thank you for that super chat and your support. I think I have Amanda talked into, by the way, with these super chats, because some people, they ask, what are you doing with these super chats? What are you doing?
Oh,
Lori
equipment,
is in there.
That's what we're doing. He's always trying to talk me into a new camera, a new computer.
I'm pretty content right now.
A new mic.
We've got our mics. Yep.
He's got the fuzzy mic. He's very happy with it. So,
did I tell you about that last week?
What?
Arkin Frog on the road of life. Thank you very much for that super chat. You two are right here.
Is Arkin Frog an Arkansas?
Maybe so.
Maybe.
Mr. David Briley as well. We're hiding 100.
Ooh,
on the
nice.
breeze. That was awesome. I didn't know it was that big. I mean,
your suitcase is going to weigh you down. I'm going to be honest.
How much you think that weighs?
I ain't even
David,
getting into it.
Right here.
I had to wait.
I'm not supposed to ask that question. Yes, that's Fireball Steve. Did I tell you about that, Amanda? You didn't come up. Someone said, because some days, depending on the angle, about the angles, some days you can see like that. And I said, these are my wireless mics. We really like them. And some guy said, oh, I always thought that was your chest hair. Poking out of your shirt.
It's like black and gray.
Yeah. So that's why Fireball.
His chest hair's a little redder than that.
Fireball Steve says chest hair mic. That's what it's going to be always known as. Is hey, you got your chest hair.
Just the chest hair.
You're exactly right.
What is it when I wear it then? Ooh.
I don't know.
So gross.
Hey, it is what it is, right? We're hiding 80 ducks, Daryl says.
There you go.
That's right. The whole duck conversation is going over my head. I must be too new to this. I just learned about the pineapples.
Okay, I'll reiterate. The ducks,
real quick.
The ducks, people bring them, they hide them, and then other cruisers find them, and they can either hide them again or they can keep them. So it's kind of like a little duck scavenger hunt. As you're walking around, you look for some ducks. That's
right. Larissa, thank you so much for that super chat. We appreciate that. You're entered in. Here it is, a fishbowl. We're getting some substance.
I know. It's getting pretty full.
It's not the liquid substance.
Don't drink it.
I know. I thought about it for a second. You know how it goes. We appreciate your support. And I was going to mention this as well when David had his super chat. As Amber says, yeah, Amanda, you're thinking about now, maybe or reconsidering, maybe I'll have a little budget for the casino.
Hadn't really reconsidered it.
If you missed last week's show, that was a point of contention here. We're going on a free. It's a free cruise, she says.
So he thinks that his budget should be a little higher because we didn't have to pay for the cruise. And I think his budget should just be the same. That's fair.
Well, and there was talk of it not being anything.
Well, actually, it is a 4-day cruise, right?
Yes.
So your budget should really probably be cut in half of what it normally is.
As long as I can have something, because last week at this time.
Let me see. Hang on. I got something for you.
These islanders.
Right here. Here's your $2. What can you do with $2?
Okay. Well, there's a question for you.
That's all you got.
Hey, let's ask it. We've got 93 people in here. Let's see what you've got.
If you had $2.
No. The question is,
what's your budget?
Have you gone to the casino before with a very limited amount of money and turned it in to something else?
A lot of people go in with like $20.
Yeah, and they'll walk out like 500.
Yeah, that's a good gambler right there.
Yeah, it's like, how do you do that?
It ain't. I haven't done it.
Look at that.
Troy
has got my back. I'm just glad now we're talking about numbers.
One hand of blackjack.
That's right.
Okay.
Hey, I can do that. Last week though, I thought I had nothing, so I am happy. I'm thrilled.
You got a little something because I'm gonna want to go to bed about like 9:30, 10 o'clock, and so you're gonna want to play in the casino.
Good. Frankie said more budget there. Exactly right. Got 100 ducks. Usnabi says $39.99 at Party Universe. That's a good deal right there. It is. Multiple Facebook pages and YouTube videos about the ducks. You're exactly right about that.
Yep.
Deanna, more budget. Larissa says tip a hardworking server. You're exactly right about that. And how about the news from Carnival, from the wait staff? It reminded me, it was reminiscent, must I say. Here's 2 more. I've doubled 100% right there. Doubled my budget, Amanda. How's that?
I better quit.
I better quit, Jody.
Thanks, Jody. Thanks for the support.
I appreciate that. Reminded me of, Lito Tito. You saw the videos months ago. It's probably been 6 months ago when airplanes were literally mid-flight and the captain came on, the pilot came on. I couldn't think of the name for a second. And said, hey, flight attendants, the government has said, the mask mandate, the federal mask mandate is over. You can take your mask off. And you saw, did you remember seeing those videos?
Yeah, you showed me some.
But it's like, she doesn't think it's a big deal.
I'm just not as big in social media as you are. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I'm not either.
I don't see all those things.
I'm awful at it. But what happened across the fleet, not just the ecstasy, and it was reported because there's so many people there that were social media gurus, but across the fleet, there were so many different people that said, hey, somebody came on and said, crew members, if you want to take your mask off, you can. If you want to leave it on, you can.
There you go.
And that is great to see. And of course,
I would have done a little fling around, get rid of it.
And hey, if crew members want to keep it on, if passengers want to keep it on, it's their choice.
More power to you.
But it's nice now that crew members have a choice and they can say, yes, I want to keep it on. And no, Yep. All I could picture was the movie Braveheart, Freedom, Lito Tito says.
There you go. Freedom, see?
Exactly, Mary. I need that look. You're right about that. My grandson turned $40, Mary says, into 4,500 of them. Can we pay for your grandson to come on the cruise?
Just like rub there to bald spot, like a little.
That's right.
Little luck there.
You're exactly right. Arkansas, my husband doesn't gamble. I do in real life. He goes to bed early and gets up early.
Me.
We have the
I
same.
Don't get up early, though.
The same dynamic going on here on a cruise. It is the same. Many of the time, I wait for him to go to sleep. Yep, you're exactly right. Trin, it's great to see you here tonight out there on that West Coast. Thank you very much for that super chat. We appreciate that. And you are right here in the fishbowl, living in the fishbowl. Question here.
Lori, if you see me again on Facebook, you just go ahead and hit add. I'll add you to my Facebook page.
You haven't even added me yet. Just kidding. Yes. Julio's got a question here. If you have a question, put it in all caps. Ask that question. That's why we're here. Let's see what we've got. I'll be receiving $100 onboard credit because of the Vista's change of itinerary. How should I spend that credit? I want to use it as a casino budget. Wife says no. That's interesting. Of course, you can use it. You can sit down at a slot machine, charge your card $100, or go to a table and charge $100, and that's kind of your casino money. Yep. Or you can use it on other things. You can use it on the spa. You can use it before you get on board if you want to. You could use it to purchase the internet package. But there's so many different ways to use it. I think one good use is an excursion. Pick out something you and your wife want to do, and that $100 would just about pay for one person. Just about on any excursion for Carnival.
I mean, you can sometimes find a beach excursion for around $50.
Yep.
Might pay for two.
Yep. Brad asked about our cruises for next year. Okay. So we have several booked, but we still have several more. I received an email from Royal today that said they're increasing the specialty drink price. You're exactly right, from $13 to $14. It's been different per ship. Some ships they've been $13. Some ships have been $14. They are increasing vouchers to $14 too. Okay. Rick, you're exactly right about that. So your free drink vouchers for different reasons will cover a drink, but they are
$14 is a lot for a drink.
It is. They're not increasing their drink package price. This is the price per drink if you were to buy them via a la carte. Where did that term come from?
I don't know. You buy it off of a cart? I don't know. And you get to choose what you buy? I don't know. I can't ever tell.
Thank you, Rick, for that super chat very much. And thank you for sharing that information.
As he popped in. And Rich said, Beckett, you're too early to wrap it up.
Yeah.
That's right.
Go away.
I told him I'll get you in a little bit.
Yep. I see Mary's got a question too. We'll finish Brad's here. So December 29th on the Breeze. March. Yeah. We've got one.
We've got March with the kids.
We've got one October 26th or 27th of this month, but it's invite only. That they say. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see who's on there.
That's another thing. Who else is on the ship? I don't have that answer.
Get moving.
March the 18th on the Carnival Vista.
With the kids.
Both of them. So all four of us going for spring break. May 28th on the Celebration. And then we're looking June and July. We're hoping to sell Royal if they will have us. You think they'll let us on a Royal ship maybe?
I don't
know. We'll see. We get that reputation, but maybe Royal will let us on in June or July. Yeah. Hope to book two then. And then we've got November 18th of 2023 on the Carnival Jubilee, her first U.S. selling. That cruise is and has been sold out. We get calls 2 or 3 calls a week. Hey, can you book me on that cruise? No.
If something comes open, we can.
We do grab it. If something comes open, we grab it. There was one cabin with $6,000 for it was a balcony room. And I grabbed it and I called somebody and said, hey, there's a cabin open. Because they said, whatever it is, I'm going to buy it. I'll get it. I said, okay, your total is $6,300. They were like,
what?
No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. But those are our next cruises, Brad. We have more to add. So we'll see. Mary has got a question. How expensive is it changing your name, cruising with Carnival, Mary? It depends on your rate code. Sometimes it's nothing. A lot of times your travel agent can get around that. Most rate codes, it's $50. But again, if you book with someone, they should be able to waive that for you or get a supervisor to. We've done that. I just had to move a cruise for a couple today and get all the change fees waived. It doesn't happen every time, but a lot of times you can fight for that. If you don't have an agent, a travel agent, someone that you're working with, Amanda, do you know anybody that could help someone book a cruise?
I know 2 people that have been working hard to book some cruises for people. Yeah.
When do they work, Amanda?
All the time.
How about this? When do they not work? That's
when they're sleeping. That is it. And then straight away in the morning, we're checking the email.
You're right about that. I think after 10 o'clock last night, we're booking a cruise first thing, 7 a.m. hour. We're booking a cruise. I'll put our email, travel@bookislandtime.com. If you're looking to book a cruise, plan a cruise, you want to see what's out there, let us know.
Let us know.
What we've also discovered, we've also got some access to see what upcoming deals you may receive in the next 7 days with Carnival and Royal Caribbean. We now have this insider look. We can look on, of course, your current deals, which you can see online, but we can check because you may say, hey, I want to book this cruise, but should I wait a few days because maybe a deal's coming? Maybe. So we've been doing a lot of that, actually. Daryl says a la carte means according to the menu.
Okay.
I didn't know that. I didn't know it at all. 17-0 Eagles. Wow. Yes. Rich is there next November on the Jubilee. There's a question from Larissa here. Should I get the internet package even if I will have my carrier add for my 2-week cruise in November? Larissa, I'm not sure which cruise line you're traveling or ship. Sometimes it depends on that because some ships, their internet's not great.
Yeah.
And some cruise lines, the internet's not great. We have to because of course, what we do here. We would go ahead and buy the internet package. But if you're selling Royal Caribbean, the answer to me is a definite yes, as they're using Starlink, SpaceX's internet.
I mean, Starlink, can you get a better name for a company? Starlink? Like
that's a neat name.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, I thought you were bashing on it.
No, that's a great name.
That is a great name.
Just say it.
The internet is better than what we have here. Okay. Like on planet Earth.
On planet Earth.
On planet Earth. Carnival. I'm going to start off.
What?
Carnival will probably be moving to Starlink.
Okay.
There's been some pictures. I meant to do a show on this yesterday, and I don't want to. When I mention something that's not out there yet, of course it's asked.
Well, how do you know this?
Well, it's like, and they go to John, and John's like, nope, that's not right. And then 3 days later, bam, it drops. We're getting Starlink. So
maybe
I'll cover it maybe tomorrow.
Maybe so. Maybe
that's
not.
Right. That's right.
As Becky would say. Carnival
Mary,
question.
thank you very, very much.
My final payment is due in January. If I want to upgrade to a balcony or ocean view window, is
that possible?
Is that possible?
Yes, you can upgrade before final payment or after, but at final payment, that window, the 2 or 3 days before and after, is an awesome time to look at your price or you early saver option, because a lot of people some people cancel when that final payment is due, right?
Oh, that's
final payment's due. Oh, things are tough around here.
Can't make my
I'm not working as much. Yeah, I owe $2,000. Hey, I'm gonna have to move this cruise to next year. And so cabins come open, rates go down,
that's true,
and opportunities to upgrade go up. So a lot of people ask us, Derek, if you can't beat Carnival's price online, then why should I use you? It's stuff like this that we look at. When your final payment's due, we call you a week before and say, hey, it's final payment week. We're looking at deals, and so are you. Are you interested in moving? Would you spend $200 to move? So it's stuff like that. Yep, exactly right. Rick says Allure coming into Galveston early, November the 9th, for a special travel industry 4-day cruise.
Nice.
I need on that. Can I go November 9th?
I think you're booked.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I'm going to inquire about it.
If
If I bring my Kindle Fire, can I hook up to the internet if I purchase it? Lori asked. Amanda, you bring your Kindle Fire.
I've never actually tried to hook my tablet up to the internet. So I would say yes, you can.
That answer
I've
is
just
yes.
never tried.
I've connected my phone, my MacBook,
That's
a
true.
regular PC, an iPad. So yes, absolutely.
Yes, you can.
Yep. Coach Cruz is on as well. Coach, it's great to see you. 92 people on, he says, only 50 likes.
Oh,
Let's like.
Get on to him,
Yes,
Coach. Get on to him.
That's right. It's a little motivation.
Yeah.
Hit that like button. It really does help us. It puts this content in front of other people live and later on after today. Yep. Coach, it's great to see you here. I hope you're geared up for another week closer to cruising. Of course, we're excited about that.
That's right.
Let's see.
Beckett's wanting to know if it's his time yet.
No,
it's not.
Edward does have a question. A nice live video show. We appreciate that, Edward. Anything need to pay attention when traveling to Brazil and Argentina? There's no travel warnings as of now. First off, what a trip.
I know, right? That's what I'm saying. Like, they're just going to ignore where he's going.
Yeah, first off, that is an awesome trip. If you need help, of course, we're here to help. No travel warnings, though, for those areas. And protocols to those areas should be about the same as they are here in the United States and in Europe, which means no mask. For the most part, most cruise lines have done away with showing a vaccine card and or your test unless it's a longer cruise. So that is awesome, Edward. That is really, really cool. Let's see what else we've got. Mr. Coach Cruz says, sorry, I'm late, just outside of 30 days until Thanksgiving cruise on the Magic, which, Coach, I'm glad you're able to go on. I know the circumstances weren't great. Your girls had to lose their flag football, but you were here. Yeah. You were going.
Hey, guess who else plays flag football, Coach?
Ooh.
Who plays flag football, Beckett? You do? Hey, tell them. Did you do good at your last flag football game?
Yeah.
What'd you do? Tell them.
I scored a touchdown.
Touchdown, Beckett Phillips.
Hook and ladder.
Yeah. Good
Coach,
job,
you're entered in here to win some merch. Thanksgiving cruise is going to be awesome. It's one of my favorite times of year to cruise. And then New Year's Eve, getting the itch. We've got the itch too. We are so ready to cruise. Check with the State Department. Good idea, Deanna there. Very good idea. How about them Hogs yesterday? Finally, yes. It's a away game at BYU, which is a beautiful stadium, by the way. The mountains.
It was a closer game than I expected.
Yeah, we pulled away at the end, but we scored 50-something points. Then we should win some ball games. Yep.
True.
Yep. Coach Beckett is scoring. He's scoring some touchdowns. We're having fun. We finished our regular season 6-0. We just have one game a week, and the playoffs are this week. So we're hoping that we can win this week and be champions. Eve is from Canada, starting to get cooler. Looking forward to the December cruise on the NCL Breakaway. That's going to be an awesome cruise. It is. And it's great to hear you guys are cooling down up there. Fall is among us. Cruises are leaving from the Northeastern, going to Canada. I would love to take a cruise. One of those cruises one day.
I'm good with it.
One of those fall cruises.
I'll pack the bags.
If you can get away from school, you know.
I just need you to win the lottery or something, and then I don't have to work.
That's not good. With my $2 bill. Maybe.
Yeah, with your $2.
$2. Eve, that's awesome. Keep us posted on that trip. Rodney is on that same Thanksgiving cruise that Coach is on. That is great. It is. Blue Panthers for the win. Lito Tito says, your son is really cute. I appreciate that, Edward. He's a good one. He really is. When are y'all going to be on the Carnival Celebrity? Al, that may be the celebration.
Yeah.
We're on the celebration May 28th of next year. That's our first cruise as of now. We're excited about that. What months is best prices for a cruise? That's a great question, Kentucky lady.
School is in session is exactly a good time for cruise.
Exactly right. So October is one of the best months to cruise. November, of course, later it's not the best because of holidays. December is not a great time. January, again, it's not a great time. February and early March. So February, early March, then you got spring break in there. And then April, and then October, early November. Those are the best times if we're talking about prices, which we are, Kentucky lady. Hopefully that helps out. Of course, call us when you're ready to book. Let's play a little game here. Let's play a little game. We've got one ready to go. I meant to do this last week. We didn't get it done. It's called How Much Would It Take? Edward's got another question.
How much would it take?
Is it safe when sailing to South America? I heard safety is not very good. Edward, it's I would share kind of the same recommendations, and Amanda probably would too, that we'd share going anywhere. Be mindful of where you're going. Do your research before, of course. Deanna, I think, mentioned check with the State Department to see what color-coded safety level that those countries are at. And if you feel threatened, if you feel eerie or leery about going out on your own, book something with the cruise line. I know it's more expensive. I know that there will be probably more people on that excursion than what you would find if you would go with the local, but they are safer. The companies are safer and are more reputable. And so, if you don't feel good about something, of course, don't do it. Don't do it. But hopefully you will feel good.
Speaking of ducks, look what I found.
Quack, 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 quack,
This
quack.
is one of the ducks that the kids found on the last cruise.
How about
So
that?
there you go.
I like it.
How about that?
I
All right,
like
I'm about to have to take these kids down, so
Yep.
I'll see y'all later.
Yep. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let's play a game here. It's called How Much Would It Take? How much would it take? Let's play it. Again, I meant to play this last week. We didn't get to it, but we got to it tonight. If you have questions, of course, ask those questions. Super chats, we're still going. We got less than 20 minutes, but we will be, of course, giving something away. Whatever you pick out, we'll find out who the winner is before we leave tonight. Let's do this right here. How much would it take? So I'm going to read you a statement of something that you would have to do, say, see on a cruise ship, and you have to tell me a dollar amount, a U.S. dollar amount. Of course, all I've got is $2. But how much would it take for you to do this? Let's just see right here. Usnami says, tell Amanda, if she lets you book Alaska, I'll make her favorite crawfish fettuccine.
Oh, I'm in, Michelle. I'm in.
She says she's in, as we haven't had dinner at 8:42 p.m. Exactly right. What should I do? This is the Z show. Z, I hope you're doing well. Z's got this question. What should I do for my salvation, maybe, of my 100 subscribers this weekend? For your celebration, maybe, Z? Hey, first off, I've learned this. Say thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I was talking to someone that plays baseball with us, and they kind of saw one of my videos. They said, what's going on? How are you doing this? And I said, it's not even me. It's all these people. They share the page. They're here. They contribute more than I do. And Z, my first thing would be to say thank you and do anything you can to show that. For us, a lot of times it's giving things away. It's giving things back to people as much as we can do. Jeff's got a question as well on impaction on Navigator of the Seas. I'm trying to read that and decipher it. Then grab and go or the buffet, where can we eat at a sit down? Navigator of the Seas, Jeff, they should have both, a variety of different places to eat, from buffets, where you can make your plate and go, to different restaurants, specialty restaurants and main dining rooms where you can sit down, to a mixture of the two where you can walk up to some counter, order something, and then take it and sit down. So, Jeff, hopefully that helps. Maybe embarkation. Yeah. Jen, you might be right on embarkation. Yep. You're right. We'll talk about that. Let's play this right here really quick. How much would it take? As you have questions, of course, continue asking those questions. You tell me a dollar amount and try to be real about it. It's easy to say, $1 million, $1 million, $1 million, but really think about it and see what it would take, okay? You are at embarkation day. You've been waiting for your cruise. It's finally here. The drinks have been flowing a little bit. The sun is warm. You're enjoying people watching, and all of a sudden, the deck party starts. Sail away party has started. The cruise director is there, and people are dancing. People form in a circle, and you watch as the cruise director is pulling this person into the circle, and they're dancing along. And then they dance 20 seconds, 30 seconds. They go back to their little group, and he pulls that one. And all of a sudden, the cruise director grabs your arm and pulls you into the middle of that group of people. How much would it take for you to dance a good 20 or 30 seconds at an event just like that? I already know some of you are going to say nothing. I will do it for free. But how much would it take for you to get there in a circle around 400 or 500 people? Let's see. Jen says a crisp $100 bill. Martin, $99.99. Rodney says, I'll do it. Shake that thing. You got to shake that thing. That's exactly right, Lito Tito. Larissa says nothing. Deanna says nothing. Usnavi, nothing. No amount. U.S. Army Combat Medic is on the other spectrum, right? Some people said nothing. I'll get out there and dance now. And some people said, you can't pay me enough. There's no way I'm doing that. Mary Free. Blessed Natty says, hey, $50. Give me $50, right? Kentucky lady, a drink. That's fair. 57 cents to be precise, says Rich. Peggy, 0. I'll do it. Ricky, I'll do it. $20, Sean says. Like the drink. Exactly right. Steakhouse dinner, the Z show. We can take care of that. Oh, my goodness. Frankie says no problem. So a lot of people, at least half of the people, have said, hey, I'll do it for nothing. Depends on how many of the drinks I've already had. I know what you mean there. I do. Let's move on to the next one. This is fun. How much would it take for you? This will be interesting. Okay. You're up on the bridge, and there's an announcement to make, and the announcement is on a piece of paper. The announcement's on paper. How much would it take for you to make a 30-second announcement to the whole ship? You push the button, you're speaking into the microphone, you have what you need to say, but you know that it's being broadcast across the entire ship. How much would it take? Would you do it for free? Would you not do it at all? Some people said, oh, no, I can't do that. But everything's prepared for you. 0, bless Natty. Rodney, Peggy, free. And again, 0 or nothing means that you would do it. You do it for free, okay? If you would not do it at all, let us know that as well. Hey, there's no money. I'm not doing that. A lot of people saying free, though. Yep, I go back to the drink idea. Jen says, no charge as long as I get to say bing bong. Rich says, oh, I like it. $500, Mary says, a rum and Coke is all it's just going to charge. Trent would do it for free. Trent, I could see you. I could see you doing that and being professional about it, having the smoothest, calmest voice. That would be awesome. It would. It'd be interesting. Coach Cruz does have a YouTube channel. Of course, Coach, he'd get up there and say, hey, give me that microphone. Which button do I need to push? And can I have more than 30 seconds, right? Would do it for free. Give me that mic, Troy says. Eve, I would do it for free, but people say I sound like a 900 number operator on the phone. Maybe that's what you need. Maybe it is. I'll do that for free, but I would happily take a drink, Joni says. I love it. Daryl would do it for free, too. So a lot of people says free. I do it. Amber does the afternoon announcements at the school. Amber, it'd be like nothing to you, right? It'd be interesting. How would you say bye? Would it be the Kindle Fire? Bye? Okay, bye. What would it be? It's interesting to see what cruise directors come up with. That would be fun, right? It would be to read that announcement. I got that idea, honestly, because of the couple, the mother and son that got to ring the horn, paid $4,000 to push that button just a couple of days ago on the Ecstasy. Bye-bye now. That's true, Deanna. What's the announcement? Yeah. Yep. Exactly. Let's see what we've got here. How much would it take? This would be interesting here. Some people may already do this. Some people, I've cruised with people who would not do this for anything. How much would it take for you to order at the main dining room 5 appetizers, 5 entrees, and 5 desserts? Some people already do that. Some people don't do it, but they wouldn't care to do it. But some people, you've got that gut instinct and you're like, no, I don't want to look like that. I don't want to waste food, or I don't want to look like a fatty. How much would it take for you to order the 5, 5, 5, right? 5 appetizers, 5 entrees, 5 desserts. Let's see. Never U.S. Army Comeback Medic says. Hubby would, Jen said. Yep. Joni, nope. I've actually seen someone do it, Usnavi says. Amber, I would pay them to do it. Little Tito, wait until New Year's Eve, 5 shrimp cocktails. Larissa, never. Rhonda says a doggy bag. That's fair. Yeah, Martin says I've done 2, 2, and 2. Yep, I could never do that simply because I couldn't eat that much. Trent, that's my thought too. I wouldn't do it. I couldn't eat all that food. There's no way. 5, 5, and 5. Just there's no way. Couldn't do that. So interesting. There's not many people who said I would do that. There's not a reason to do that. And I agree with that. I couldn't do it. Geez, that's a 5-day meal for me, Lori says. You're right. I could order it, but I could never eat all that food. Troy, that's a good point. It is. It is. So a lot of people said no to that. That's interesting. It is. As a couple pointed out, it'd be easy to do, but why do it, right? Here we go. Ooh. How about this one? I don't know if I could do this one. I really don't. There's Rick. I will never order food I will not eat. You're exactly right about that. Sherry, it's great to see you here tonight. We're playing a new game. It's called How Much Would It Take? And here's the next question here. I don't know if I could do this, but I had to add it on here. How much would it take for you to walk around in that Speedo or that bathing suit that you swear you would never wear? I don't even know what my number is. I would say $500. And I would have to be thinking the whole time, I don't know these people. I'm not going to see these people again. But how much would it take for you to put on that Speedo or whatever type of swimsuit that you're like, nope, that would never belong on me? For you to put it on in your room, walk out, take your cover off or your towel off, whatever you're wearing to Lido, lay out a little bit, walk around. Let's say you got to wear it for an hour. How much would it take? Martin's number there is $500,000. Ricky, $1,000. C.A. Ken's $500. And some people saying, no, I'm not doing it. Deanna says $10,000. $2, Rodney. I got two. $2 bill. Here we go. It's not even a $2 bill. It's two $1 bills. $1,000 Kentucky lady. See, yes. Hap got it right there. Everyone has phones and is filming, and then you post it. Yeah, that's my fear right there. I hadn't thought about how much, but maybe $500 I'd do it. I would do it. $1,000 for St. Jude, Mark. That is perfect. It is. It is. And you would have to – all of us have cruised, or almost all of us, or some that got your first cruise planned or booked. And we know the environment on a cruise ship. We've all seen things like that, and you kind of giggle and laugh, right? Oh, my gosh, look at that person. They're wearing a thong bikini, and there's more material in the cloth of my napkin than there is on that person. And we just all kind of laugh and giggle, I think. Some people may do more than that. A lot of times I just laugh, It's like, hey, that person's confident, let them have it. They're on vacation, let them have it. A free cruise, I won't because I'm embarrassed. I don't want to blind the other guest. I know what you mean. Biff says, yeah, that's not going to happen. It's never. Interesting, it is. How about this one? This says, this has never really happened to me. I've been close, but it's never happened. How much would it take for you to be a pier runner, guaranteed to make it back to the ship? Okay. The ship's not going to leave you, but for whatever reason, you stayed at that beach too long, your excursion ran behind, and you really are cutting it tight, okay? You're sweating it a little bit, and it's to the point you're going to have to run. You're going to run, and as you're running through the ship, again, you're going to make it on, but everyone's out there watching you. Everyone's cheering. Everyone's clapping. How much would it take for you to be a pier runner on purpose with the guarantee of you making it back? But you have to endure that big, huge cruise ship with people looking at you, cheering you on. How much would it take, Coach Cruz? I know this has happened to you. Coach Cruz he recorded his experience that he had less than a year ago. Let's see, free cruises every year for 10 years. A free cruise, Jeff says. Yep, already done that. Coach, I remember it. $5,000, Rodney says. I can't run with my cane, Ricky says. Again, you're going to make it back on board. So you just have to – you're walking fast. Nope. If I'm on time, I'm late. Got to be early, Lito Tito says. Wow, there's a lot of people. This I didn't think this number would be too high because of the guarantee of being on ship, but just that embarrassment. U.S. Army Combat Medic, $5,000. Rodney, $5,000 as well. I may or may not have done it already, Ember says. Ember, I bet you have a story there. I'm going to have to hear that one. I would just die. It would be embarrassing. It really would. I've been close. I don't think I've ever had to run. I've power walked and I've told Amanda, let's go, but I don't think I've ever had to run. I had to charge my scooter $1,000, as he says. I can't stand to be late. $500, bless Natty. I would say I would do it for like $200. I think mine would be. It wouldn't be very much. The worst part would be, the last 100 yards as you're getting closer to the ship, and those people can see you, and you can see individual faces. That would be the worst part. But first, I'd have to find an oxygen tank. Mary says, "You're right about that." You're exactly right about that. A lot of people says I do it for nothing. $100 just to get me posted on YouTube. Troy says there are a lot of peer runners on YouTube. You're right about that. Trent says $7,000, $7,000. Jeff, years ago when we first went cruising on the Norwegian Sky to Alaska, we had a couple who took a short excursion, and the man left his passport on one of the glaciers and had to go back and get it. Oh my gosh, that would be scary. Would need a golf cart, Sherry says. Biff said, nope, we're not doing it. Free cruise, Sean says. Nope, Daryl says. Drink from all that cheer. There we go, Mark. Now we're talking. I would rather wear the Speedo, Martin says. I'd rather wear the Speedo. Oh, that's interesting. 5-minute warning here if you want to get in for a super chat drawing. It's a way for us to say thank you to all those who support us. You send those super chats to support us, to help us continue doing what we're doing. As Amanda said, buying equipment. It helps book cruises, helps buy the internet package, all of it. It does. And I can say thank you with words. I can also try to say thank you with my actions. That's why we draw every single show, to give something away. 5 minutes. Here we go. This one's interesting. It's an excursion idea. I have done this one, and I was pretty apprehensive about doing it. I did not want to do it, but I made it through. How much would it take for you, and you're not going to have to pay for this, so this is free, but how much would it take for you to swim with sharks? And we can make it the nurse sharks. They say they don't attack, although I saw a story 2 or 3 weeks ago that one bit somebody. I don't know how that turned out. There's Mr. Troy, got another entry right here. And Troy, this is for anything you want. This is for a T-shirt, a hat, a sweatshirt. So yeah, it's more than just a lanyard. You can go to our spread shop. That link is in the description of this video, and you can pick out whatever shirt design. I know I've mentioned it before, but we've had a couple different things. An apron. We had a kitchen apron one time. I think there's some sort of candle holder type of deal. Someone said, I want the Scentsy candle thing. Rich, I see you as well. Thank you so much for that, Mr. Rich Atkins. Thank you. You are in here. Here we go. Been there, done that, Lito Tito says. Free U.S. Army Combat Medic. Nope, no way. Several people are saying no. I would like to try it, Eve says. Trent says, I ain't doing it. Peggy, $100 bill. Peggy will jump in there with the sharks for $100. Jody's done it. Frankie has done. There are a lot of people who have done this. Nurse sharks, $200. That's fair, Mary. It is. They want to give me a free excursion. I'll do it. That's fair right there. If they say, hey, this is on us. Martin, thank you very much for that super chat. We appreciate that. Get your name in here, Mr. Martin. It's been great to have you here tonight. Lito Tito says, book Alaska while Amanda is with the kids, and tell her the celebration was canceled. She'd probably believe it, actually. You know that? Lito Tito. Thank you so much, Lito Tito and Michelle, for that super chat right there. No money. Yep, no money at all, says Biff. I'm not doing it. I'm not swimming with sharks. A hard pass, Daryl says. That was fun. I hope you enjoyed that game. We've never done that one before. Again, I'm always trying to come up with something new, something to get all of us engaged and active, get our minds going. Because for some of us, we can only cruise once a year, once every 18 or 24 months. And I hope that my content, along with others that are across YouTube and other platforms, kind of gives you that dose that you need. Some of us cruise very frequently, right? 6 times a year, 8 times, 10 times a year, but still we have that feeling. It's the same feeling that I wish I were on a cruise ship. I wish I were packing my stuff now. I wish I was headed there. Whether you haven't been on a cruise in a week or if you haven't been on one in 2 years, that feeling is the same. Hopefully these things and shows like this help you get through. I know it does for me. That's why I do it. That is exactly why I'm here. And so, Mary, thank you so much for that super chat. I'm going to get you in here as we do a last call right here as I write down Mary's name. Thank you so much, Mary, for that super chat. we've got a lot coming up this week. We should hear what our Kevin's going to be. And we're going to – Amanda and I are going to record a show when we find that out. We're going to have a bet going. We'll see who gets closer. We're not even going to look at the email. Seriously, we're not going to look at the email until we hit record, and we're recording ourselves. You'll see our reactions live. Will they put us down there? We're supposed to have a balcony room, so it shouldn't be too low. But could it be the Haven? Please, will you please let us stay in the Haven? Anyone has info? Lawrence West is cruise director. I have not cruised with Lawrence, so I'm not sure anything about Lawrence. I've seen his name, though, quite a bit. Yep. Coach had to leave. Coach, it was great to have you here tonight. We'll see you on Tuesday. Suitcase is half packed. Stays halfway packed, Mary says. I like it. I like it. Deck 9, Troy says, we're going to see Kevin 74-83. What if that were to happen? That would be crazy. It really would. At this time, we're at the top of the hour, so we're going to draw to see who wins here, right? We're excited to bring you all sorts of content all week as we get ready to cruise. It's my last full week of work before we cruise the week after. We fly out the 26th, which is a Wednesday. You know the feeling. You know that feeling, and you probably tell yourself, this is my last full week. I can do it. I can do it. Here we go. Good luck to everybody. Desiree, good night. I hope you guys have a great week. I do. I know a lot of you stay so busy. Thank you very much for spending this hour with us. I'm trying to separate these and stir them up. We're going to see who wins. See who wins. Again, winner will be able to go on our spread shop, pick something out. It's you got to send me your address. Don't do it here. Okay, email it to me. Send it to me on Facebook. I will buy it. It will be shipped to you. If you buy something from Spread Shop, you have 30 days. Try it on, wear it. If you like it, keep it. If not, call them. Say, hey, this doesn't fit me. It didn't look the way I thought it was going to look like. They will refund your money 100%. Or you can trade it for something else. Here we go. Here it is. Lucky. Larissa, I think you had 2 super chats. And you are tonight's winner. How about that? Larissa, and she's still on. Larissa said, good luck, everyone. Good luck to you, Larissa. You are the winner. Again, the link is in the link to our spread shop is in the description of the video. Let me know what you want. You've just won some Island Time swag. I love it. Of course, you are welcome. You're welcome. So no rush on it, Larissa. You can look through it. There's a lot on there. So take a day or two, whatever just whatever. Just let me know what you would like. We'll get it to you. Guys, I hope you have a great week. I know that, sometimes things are going great. Life is easy, and it's easy to get through those times. But I understand, too, sometimes things are difficult, and sometimes it's hard to even keep your head up. Sometimes it's hard to get up and go do what needs to be done the next day. No matter where you are in life, keep on doing what you're doing. If you need help, if you need some encouragement, reach out to me. You've got my email address. I'm on Facebook as well. I'll do whatever I can to help you. I promise you that. I'm blessed to have all of you guys in my life, all of you guys here. I'm thankful that you're here. I know you're going to have a good week. We're going to continue to deliver great content to you. Let me say this. If you're not a subscriber yet, before you leave the show, please subscribe. We have a big goal this month that we're way behind on. We really are. Hoping to get over 14,000 subscribers. We're at 13,300, I think it is, something around there. So we've got a ways to go, but I wanted to invite you to subscribe. We will see all of you later on this week right here on Island Time.